get to this UFC middleweight division fight. For my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized the UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yeah, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds, hard. He tried to accomplish the goal, fell a little bit short, but that gave him confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill, that if he's that close, with a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in that same spot.
All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier, when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go. Round one is underway, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he understood the grappling challenge he was up against. He's not afraid to engage on the ground tonight.
It's a danger that is not worth risking. It is something that you don't want to play with. This grappler is that good. When this fight gets to the ground, you enter his world, especially when it looks like you hold the advantage on the feet. When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these.
All right, the early takedown, he gets it. So no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a...
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight to his opponent. He might have got him with a choke.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very dangerous position. Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat.
Getting tighter. Not tapping out tonight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just swarm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency?
This round, I want you to get that submission. You're getting close, but you're giving up position. You're giving up some space before you're attacking.
All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent.
Attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found out the Overeem's head.
Effective strike there by Gastelum. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. That off with DC. He is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Big knee lands there. Ooh. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now. Gastelum's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Couple hammer fists there for good measure. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Gastelum's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Just out of the range with that right hand. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda, and more often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing. Now we're going.
Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly, because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent. Land strikes that matter.
Unbelievable! That's it.
Holy smokes! Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Wow, so how about that? Just before the end of the round, he lands an absolutely huge shot to drop his opponent. The referee wisely jumps in furiously to stop the fight. How about it? He catches the other guy just at the end of the round. Maybe his opponent was looking forward to the stool in the next round.